Hello, this is your friendly neighborhood Dr. Jimmy128 and I'm going to bring to you a Clan Wars, Clan versus Clan. This is gonna be between the Exorbitant Clan, or Team EXO versus Mineski, Team Mineski, Clan Mineski. And currently the series is tied one set each. The last game you did see Exo Amas, he got eliminated by Mineski in the best of three. He lost in 2 games, and looks like up next for the EXO clan is none other than EXO Trigger. Of course, it's gonna be a turn versus turn, so this is going to be really interesting. Terrans can, of course, as you all know, Terrans have a lot of tech paths. You can go Banshees, you can go Vikings, you can go siege tanks, you can go Marine, Medivac, Marauder, or whatever. There are a lot of possibilities, a lot of combinations that you can use in the Terran arsenal to beat other players. So yeah, let's show the names for it. Of course, the Mineski right here is spawning on the 12 o'clock position of the map, and in the close air positions, EXO Trigger is spawning as the Green Terran. So this is going to be close air. Of course, it's going to be an MLG Metalopolis where you have this friendly neighborhood supply depot to prevent any ramp blocking. And of course, you cannot spawn in close positions. You can only spawn either cross positions or close air. There you go. Bring out the production tab. Both builds are almost equal right now. I mean, every single building unit about to finish at almost the exact same second. So you can see how refined the builds are with these players. I mean, they have it down to the point. Orbital commands are coming out at 16. Very standard turn play. And the next building will dictate what the build would actually be. Looks like we have the scouting SCVs now skirting around in the base. Yes, looks like we have Marina out. Gonna take out this SCV. Scoot and shoot. No, the SCV survives. However, he does not want to encounter this other SCV. He can just poke him to death. He just has 3 life left. A nice placement of supply depot right there to spot for any possible drops. And looks like we have a factory now going up. Wow, look at the timings right there. The factory is going down at almost the same time. EXO Trigger's factory going down a second before Rise. However, there you go. There comes the refinery for both players. You have reactor now coming out for Trigger. What will Rai do with his barracks? We shall find out after this Marine pops. He'll just build another Marine. Simple as that. 3 Marines out for EXO Trigger. Let's look at the income tab. Almost exactly the same, identical, twins, whatever. So very high level Terran play right here. The best of the best in the Philippines. The 2 best clans right now. Arguably the 2 best clans in the Philippines right now. They do have the most publicity, and some of the they have the top level players of the Philippines, right? No. However, there is another team up and coming. Never mind. That would be too biased. Looks like we have some workers being pulled off the line. Looks like we have a Hellion now coming out. The Hellion just coming out for Mineski Rai, but the starports are about to finish as well. And a reactor going down for Rai, so we decided to get a reactor. And here comes an early push right now. We have 4 SCVs basically to tank the damage or possibly repair the Hellion. We have a bunch of Marines here on top, so here we go. I'd say this battle would come down to the Hellion micro. However, there is a siege tank, so this should ward off this attack. But no, Mineski Rai just goes for it. The Marines, the SCV is tanking the tank. SCV is tanking the tank, which is very good micro there, and these Marines will be able to clean up everything, no problem. Hurry, tank the tank! And we have a Banshee now coming out for Mineski Rai. So Rai here looking to do a bit of harassment with the Banshee with Cloak. However, here comes a drop from EXO Trigger. EXO Trigger now has the Marines He doesn't have stim though, but however, here we go. The Marines going straight for the mineral line. And the trigger now doesn't react with it. The Banshee's gonna die. The Banshee falls. And the Marines are now wreaking havoc on Rai's base. Rai pulling off the SCVs, trying to have them fight for their life. Basically, the Marines, nice scoot and shoot Micro right there, minimizing the damage from the SCVs and dealing as much damage as they can. However, they get surrounded. The Hellion burns him to a crisp. And the medevac escapes with its life. Let's check out the damage here. The income tab is now 15 harvesters for Mineski against 27. How many were killed? 13 workers were killed. And you know what? I need a sip of water. Oh, I've been casting straight right now. Yeah, let's remove that. Going back to the production tab, looks like we have siege tanks coming out for Trigger and another Banshee now coming out. He does have cloak, however it won't last for very long. Here comes the Banshee now to the base. Looks like Mineski is trying to ooh, nice nice pick there, destroying the SCV that's building the engineering bay. However, here comes the Banshee. The Banshee is trying to kill as many SCVs as he can. Mineski trying to crawl and scratch his way back into this game. There's not enough not enough energy for a scan. You have to wait like 9 more seconds before that happens. However, the Banshee escapes because it's almost out of luck, and the Banshee may be able to snipe the siege tank. This will be a very nice pickup, especially this early in the game. But the Marines are too late. The Banshee kills the tank. How many kills we got on this Banshee? The Banshee has 10 kills. It is a sergeant. Looking at the income tab. Sorry, the income tab. Mineski has caught up now in the worker count, so excellent job right there trying to get back into the game. However, we have Mineski under siege by siege tanks. These siege tanks of Trigger are gonna destroy the bunker. Was able to salvage that right there. Looks like we have command center here exposed in the front. And Mineski once again being forced to pull off the SCVs to tank the tanks. Tank the tanks! And the Marines from behind trying to shoot and destroy the tanks. And was there another harassment right here? I'm not sure. I wasn't able to see that because we got a lot of action here going on right now. The Marines dying to the siege tanks, but the Banshee will take that out no problem. And here comes the Banshee again, coming in trying to kill as many things as possible. There is enough energy for a scan in just about... There you go. A scan can be thrown. There goes the scan. However, the Marines are not doing anything. Like, hey, there's the Banshee. Dude, you see the Banshee? There it is. And the Marines just watch the Banshee kill thing. And here comes the Raven. The Raven now saving the... Oh, and he actually saves the tank. The medevac saves the tank with just 6 hit points left. Excellent micro there from Trigger. I was like both players are still on one base. However, Rai does have a second orbital command, so he will be able to grab his expansion much sooner. Trigger now trying to I don't know what he's gonna do. Ooh, looks like Sim package not coming out for Mineski Rai. This Raven here just going out for scouting purposes. And looks like we have another drop here. Another drop trying to wreak havoc on the mineral line. However, the Marines are going to be taken out by these Banshees. A scan goes down. However, that's a little bit too late because the Banshees were able to take out a lot of the Marines, and this medevac is just gonna tiptoe its way out even though it's being shot at. And here comes some siege tanks now at the front, and very nice use of point defense rounds right there, going to absolutely negate the attacks from the Banshee. And another ooh, it's out of energy. So the Banshees will be able to take out the siege tanks. No problem. No problem right there. However, a lot of damage was already dealt. This Raven needs to get out of there. It's like we have some SCVs now being transferred over, and Trigger now just now grabbing his expansion. Looking at the income tab, absolutely no gas mining for Rai. He's just now getting gas. And ooh, looks like a mineral line has just been depleted. Mineral field depleted. We have a medevac just scooting outside of the base in the airspace in this arms race. And any interesting tech going on? Not really. Both players sticking to what they currently have. Rai going for Banshee, Tank, Marine, and Medevac, and Trigger going for Raven, Marines, and Siege Tanks. Interesting mix, let's see. And it looks like Mineski Rai is gonna do a counter drop of his own. Trigger doesn't have anything to spot this though, so Trigger is gonna be caught out of position right here. His army is moving out, and this drop is going to commence. And it looks like there's gonna be another drop as well. Will this be spotted though? No, so both players just dropping each other. They're dropping each other. So harassment after harassment. This is never gonna end. It's like the medevac is very much exposed. Will the medevac? The medevac dies to the turret, and here comes the attack also from Trigger. So we have a multi-pronged attack. Here's another attack front right here. These SCVs being forced to be pulled offline. However, the Marines are gonna be able to. They're gonna be able to kill the orbital command, but this orbital command is gonna fall, and we have a point defense now going down from the Raven, and the Marines are just waltzing to their death. The orbital command falls, and the point defense drone is doing everything that it's just doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Prevent any damage from being dealt. However, energy runs out, and what happened to the Marines here? Were they taken out? Were they saved? I'm not sure. I believe they were taken out. So both players still on one base. Mineski Rai lost his expansion. His main is extremely oversaturated. So is this. No, not exactly. Slightly oversaturated. No mining here going on in the main for Trigger. So it looks like it's gonna be another standstill. Both players are gonna lick their wounds and build up an army. And now Trigger now going for Vikings. This is a very good move to counter the Banshees, because the Banshees have been basically what is keeping Mineski Rai alive at this moment. Let's take the Viking is now out, trying to take out these Banshees. And the command center is just about to finish. Hellions are on the way for Mineski. I'm sorry, for Exo Trigger. So here comes Trigger. Is gonna mount another attack right here. The food is it's almost even. However, that is because Mineski Rai has a significant worker lead. And here comes the attack. And do we have a drop here? Yes, we have a drop also from Mineski Rai. These Banshees and Marines catching this army off guard, but looks like Trigger has no choice but to elevate his units, and this is going to be a base race. Well, looks like all the production facilities are going to be taken out. Not much damage is being dealt. He's taking too much time though. And here come the Marines trying to take out the tech lab, elevating more units into the high ground. The siege tank taking out the Marines, and the tanks are in good position now to attack this factory. However, the almost every single production facility has been taken out in in Trigger's base, and the factory is now about to go down. And I am losing my voice. Thank God I'm in chat sport. And it's like both players deciding to get an expansion. Rai though grabbing a regular expansion, while Trigger is grabbing a gold. And by the looks of things, Rai is in the lead right now. He is definitely in the lead. He does have his most of his production facilities. He did lose his factory, so he won't be able to produce any more siege tanks. But this attack is still going on. Rai has been wreaking havoc, almost taking out every single production facility in Trigger's base. I don't think Trigger has any answer for these Marines except for the siege tank, and the medevac just leaves. Gonna abandon these Marines. leaving them for dead. Haha, you died. I'm getting out of here. But looks like there's gonna be a counterattack now from Mineski Rai. Rai is gonna attack the Rhino looking to finish the game. He knows he's in the lead, and he knows that Trigger doesn't have any more production facilities, so what better time to attack than now. And here we go. This is gonna be the last time this bunker. The SCBs need to get off the mineral line and repair the bunker, because the bunker is the last chance. Last hope for Trigger, and Trigger GG's and EXO. I'm sorry, Mineski Right takes set number 3, game 1. So that's 1-0 for this set. Wow, exciting match right there. My voice, I almost lost my voice. I'm gonna take a break and get back to casting in a bit. This has been your friendly neighbor, Dr. Jimmy. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye bye.